in before Tarkov podcast only. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Welcome to the podcast brought to you by xNekroses. Thank you so much for joining us. Here we'll be talking about current events, updates on certain games, and opinionated banter and more. If you like what we do here or are interested in more content adjacent, I do stream twice a week, Monday and Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Currently, we're making our way through Warriorb, which is a new indie title, action-adventure RPG, currently released by Not Yet Devs. Also, a great big thank you to Harris Heller for making this music available royalty-free to all YouTubers and casual listeners alike. Please go check them out, all links in the description below. Hey guys, welcome to the first iteration, first podcast of the... I was about to say new year, I was like, wait, hold on. Pretty sure it's May 5th. At least pretty sure. But yeah, no, I just wanted to welcome you all, and I'm pretty sure I'd already pre-recorded like another greeting. It's a little bit more, tidied up and put together. Because I don't know, I get really, really nitpicky about stuff like that. But anyway, today we are going to be discussing... Actually, I don't know. Honestly, I just really, really don't know what to even, discuss or even really talk about. I know I've gotten, a couple of approvals from people... Actually, it's more than a couple of approvals from people to do a podcast, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll just record one. And I sat here for the past hour thinking, what the hell am I going to talk about? What would I even sit here and try to make convincing, or if I'm gonna be doing some form of a informative kind of podcast? And it's I don't know. Maybe I should just hit record and see what happens. And for about an hour, that's basically where I've been at. And now that the hour's passed, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Record. Fucking just start it up. I'll think of things on the fly. But it has been a fairly hot California day, by the way. And I've just been, just hanging out in streams the past couple of hours, and I've been sitting here wondering, why don't I sit there and, visit streams a little bit more often? And plain and simply, it's I get up. Sometimes I get up at 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoon if I go to bed really late, and lately that's been happening a lot. And I mean, sometimes I'm there, in the mornings and whatnot. But lately I've just been having the worst time sleeping, and I hope and extend all of my goodwill and good feels to you guys, and hopefully hope that you have been sleeping. Because I don't know, it feels kind of... It sucks to not sleep. It sucks to sit there and just not be able to close your eyes and get some good shut-eye. But last night I didn't really sleep because I wasn't tired. I was actually pretty tired. I didn't really get much sleep the night before, so last night I was pretty tired, and I laid down after a good stream, after a good raided Leshy, and had some good talks in there, had some good times. I'll post a picture about it in a bit, but or we'll go over that in a bit. But the thing that I found the most difficult is that now that, the Earth has been changed a little bit, there's a lot of these, the Earth is healing kind of memes going around. And I started to notice that. Sort of, in a small way. One, because not eventually, but randomly there will be a deer in the backyard, trying to munch on the flowers, because we have a garden back here. It'll just randomly creep in the dead of night and just make a ton of noise, because deer are not... They're very careful in how they walk and whatnot, but when they bump into things, they bump into things. But the worst part of all, where it's like this family of owls, and all fucking night, they're just sitting there going, hoo, 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 hoo. Like, legit, all fucking night. And, like, at one point I was just gonna, like, you know, who? Like, I fucking went outside, I was like, who the fuck do you think is trying to get some rest here? Like, I've had it up to my fucking height. I'm just over it. I'm just so tired. At least last night, obviously, because I snapped a little bit, but you know, there was that. I snapped a little bit. I've just been tired, and lately I've honestly just been having a hard time staying asleep. There's some sleeping medication I can take if I'm like really exhausted, but like I don't really like taking it. It makes me sleep in through the day a lot longer than I should, like those 2-3 PMs. I'm probably taking medication to actually get to sleep, but besides that, like, you know, I get cold sweats in the middle of the night with the medication. It just makes me feel off. I know I should get rest, but like more than half the time I'm sitting there really just laying in bed, closing my eyes, and just trying to get some shut-eye, and I just can't. I really just can't sometimes. Besides that, oh, we'll loop back to the prior. So I don't remember exactly. I don't recall exactly how this came up, but I remember sending Leshy a message after we'd recently raided her, and I was saying something about being, or she said something about being like the Charlie's Angels, and I just commented that it'd be really cool. Actually, not really cool. I said I would rock a full body leather suit, and she just kind of laughed at it. She was like, okay, well, send me a picture, or I'm gonna use a pre-existing picture of what I have of you, and I'm gonna make this happen in Photoshop. And I was like, okay. She didn't do it live on stream, but she did it after stream, and she sent me it. Woke up to these beautiful, beautiful pictures of me. I don't understand that one, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain. I look like an off-brand Shazam. And you know what? I'm weirdly okay with it. I'm like Indian Shazam. I'm gonna take down superheroes with the power of chutney. Of mango chutney. The other one's just like, oh god. Like, it's kind of odd to me. Because, not because it's a full body suit, but I feel like there should be more. It's just odd to me because, like, if you're gonna go all out with the full leather suit and like the harness and like almost a chastity belt looking thing, like I feel like there's more things. Like, why didn't you pick up the leather boots? Why didn't you get, like, you know, the actual chastity belt, like something with a lock, something more reinforced, or like, you know, a ring that could fit? Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't get into too many details, but yeah, I kind of wish I'd had that mask, the mask on. Man, those things look so funny. I wasn't totally about to say just fun. I was going to say funny. But yeah, the whip looks cool. It looks a little odd, but you know what? I'll take it. It's like my alter egos. Oh no, actually no, I could be like Spider-Man. You know, like in Spider-Man 3, the old what was it, Sam Raimi? Those Spider-Mans when he turns into Venom. It's like that. It's like I'm Chutney Man, and then I'm I don't even know what I'm gonna call myself as the anti-chutney man, but I'm definitely the anti-chutney man. Looks like he's holding a grenade in his left hand, but I'm pretty sure that's not a grenade. It's probably like a ball gag or something. Jesus. But yeah, no, we had some very, very good conversations and times over with Leshy. That was fun. It was actually really fun. It's always nice seeing Leshy stream, because we don't get to see Leshy often. Mostly in chat, mostly in text, but not streaming often. You know, I'm just always happy to see her. A good shout out to Leshy_IRE. Yeah, IRE. Fucking shout out to Zen Smiles, shout out to Van Toren, and shout out to El Diablo Cash. Some really good fucking peeps. And I don't know if they stream, but also a shout out to Raymania, because you know, he joined in on the fun, and it was nice seeing him there. It was nice. It was all Gucci. Prior to that, it's just, you know, I'm gonna just throw this out there right now. You know, this is why I really should write down a script, because I'm working backwards based on what I remember. So now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about the stream now. It's like, well, you could have just talked about it before. It's fine, but it's just funny. This is why I like to usually plan things out. Sometimes I just like going with the flow, and I'm like, whatever, let's just do this. And I'll just, you know, I'm like a chaotic neutral. Lawful chaotic? Chaotically lawful. Somewhere around there. Chaotically neutral or chaotically lawful. That's what I am. Like, I'll show up to your house as a police officer, but with like fuzzy handcuffs. And a very odd shaped baton. It kind of looks like a chocolate Santa, but we're not gonna get too far into that conversation. But yeah. Besides that, prior to that, we were streaming Warriorb, which is a new indie game title. That was released. Actually, this is why I should plan things out. It was released by a recent dev company that recently makes games or something of that sort, and I'm honestly just sitting here trying to throw out words and sentences to kind of, you know, kind of keep you entertained up until I actually find the information. That was released by okay, that's not what I was looking for, but okay. Not Yet Devs. There we go. Not Yet Devs. So shout out to them. Them and their Warriorb gameplay, which is, I mean, for an indie title, it's not that bad. It's an RPG action adventure kind of game. It's a little iffy here and there, and I feel like if you don't really abide by the rules that they kind of set for the, if you don't abide by the mechanics, then you are gonna have a tough time. And I'm not great with mechanics, so I was having a little bit of a rough time at times. Sometimes. Times. Infinity. Chupacabra. Anyway. But yeah, one of my friends is a voice actor for a couple of those characters on there, and I just want to get to the point where I hear his voice. I'm pretty sure I've already heard it, but I'm not 100% certain. So I'm definitely gonna sit there and play. Like, I know for sure one character that he's playing. This other character, I don't know if he voiced him or not. So I want to play through the whole game, kind of soak up that experience, and maybe we can even try to get him on the podcast. Oh man, already making plans for the podcast. Plan for the future. 5 steps ahead. No steps back. Damn. We are so good at this. But yeah. Besides that, fun game. Interesting mechanics. I did not know that I would enjoy the life of a soccer ball so much. But we'll see where it's going. Currently, if you're tuning in and listening to this, we're gonna be going through Act 2 sometime soon here. I know I'm just gonna finish up this little portion of the podcast, kind of clip it together, slap some tape over it, and just upload it to YouTube, just so you know everyone can get off my ass and not really mention this again. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna stream Act 2. So hopefully you'll be listening to this while also watching the gameplay, but if not, it's fine. There's always VODs, and I'm sure there's always gonna be clips and not, stuff like that. That's funny. I'm sorry, I just scrolled up to to one of his hashtags and just saw Latino Hispanic artist, and I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Man. But yeah. That's been the highlight of our day yesterday. Besides that, I hope everyone's been keeping hydrated, keeping nourished, and like good nutrition, not like all of the junk food. I have been blessed. Actually, okay, maybe not blessed. All of the food that I've been eating is mostly canned. The exception of some fish here and there, some salmon, stuff like that. But I'm not like fucking splurging hundreds of dollars to get this food. Like, no, it's just stuff that I needed randomly. But yeah, no, I hope everyone's been nourished, everyone's keeping hydrated, everyone's getting a little bit of sleep here and there. And I hope your aspirations have not been, completely screwed over by this pandemic. And it really is a pandemic. It's just, I don't know. It's scary. To me, it's a little scary. Not like I'm really scared about getting the disease and like dying from it. Like, no, I'm not really, like, I don't want to be all edgy sounding and be like, I don't fear death. I don't fear anything. Like, no, that's not the case. It's just, I mean, but okay, that is the case. But like at the same time, it's just kind of like, I don't really care if I get the infection. Like, there's a very good chance that I may not survive it. And that's fine, I understand it. But what I'm scared about mostly is the millions of people that it will actually affect, and it's currently affecting right now. Like, that's what scares me the most. How it could affect my family, how it could affect my friends, how it's currently affecting the way people protest at the moment, and everything in between. The world's nothing's really been done to this earth. Like, literally, it's still rotating the same way, but I feel like it's just rotating completely differently. Like, I feel like we've been knocked off our axis, and just like rotating in a completely different way. And maybe philosophically that's what it is. Like, in our own personal worlds, everything's just all out of whack. The Earth, our worlds are currently free falling instead of, gliding ever so graciously through the universe. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is one of the most scary... I mean, for me. I don't really like bringing up that topic or even really talking about it. Like, I'll look up the information and watch the news every now and then. But it just depresses me. I don't like watching it for too long. It just makes me sad. And it kind of puts me in a downer kind of mood. But anyway, let's move on from that. Besides that, shout out to Vantorn for killing it on fucking YouTube with his team fight tactics strategies at the moment. Go give him a follow, go give him a sub if you can. Go say hello. Go give him some nice comments. Because there's a lot of people with small dicks that are giving him not a hard time. I mean, again, little peepees can't really give you a hard time, but all I'm saying is that, like, go be some positive influences instead of all these little fucking nipple-sized dick fucking people that just drop weird comments and shit like that. But yeah. Besides that, I don't know. Maybe I should have planned this out a little bit more, just so I could have some more guidance as to what I should talk about. But honestly, like, the COVID-19 thing, that is the main focus. That is one of the biggest focuses. It's not like no one really knows about it, except Jared Leto for like a couple of days, because he was on some like religious retreat and he came back from it and he was like, oh, fucking corona's going on. But besides that, we're not all Jared Leto. Yeah, appreciate every good person in your life today. Tell all the people you love just how much you love and appreciate them. Now, those are some words to live by. A little corny, but, you know, as the great Watsky once said, corniness is just honesty wrapped in cliche. And that's a copyright strike. It's actually not. But, you know, it'd be funny. Fucking first podcast YouTube up on the YouTubes and the interwebs, and it's a copyright strike. Like, okay, thanks. Thanks, Obama. It's a joke. Besides that, I'm really happy to see that some streamers are coming back to streaming. There are a couple that I haven't seen in a good while that, you know, that recently kicked up streaming again. And hopefully it can stay like that. I need my stimuli. I need someone to talk to in the mornings when I do wake up, or in the afternoons, someone to hang out with. And today we were chilling with Pixie for the most part. We're kind of giving her a hard time. Well, not a hard time. We were giving her a good time. If that sounds like an innuendo or if it sounds lewd, then so be it, because it kind of was. Only lewdness, only wholesomeness. But yeah. There are a lot of people I'd wish would come back streaming a little bit more often, but I understand the situation's hard. Don't get me wrong. I understand the situation is very, very difficult for some people. Be sure to be considerate of the people, or the essential workers, that are currently being held hostage by the fear of not having money or not being able to to keep themselves completely safe from this. I mean, to me, they're heroes, and I care. And I'd give my thanks to them if there was a way that I could really, truly show it. Obviously, like, if the restaurant was open, I'd, like, make it more of an effort to see if we could deliver food to them and, you know, help them as well. Because, I mean, it's scary for me, but I'm mostly locked in my house. Well, it's not a house. I'm mostly locked in my room all day. But I can't imagine... Well, I can kind of imagine how some essential workers feel right now. And that's scary. That's really fucking scary. Like, yeah, you could sit here and argue with me about how, oh, they're giving them the proper medical masks and stuff like that, or they have their own, or they have proper disinfecting materials and stuff like that. But no, like, that's still scary. It's not like you only need to breathe in the virus. Like, it could, if someone sneezes and you get it in your eye somehow, boom, infected. That's it. I like how I said I was moving on and I just rotate back to it. But no. Anyway, just, you're essential workers. Treat them right, and they'll treat you right. If there's anything that you can do to make them feel safer, or make it less of a hassle to them, then just go ahead and do it. Like, I know off the top of my head, like, some of the local markets here, they've been putting out bags, like the plastic bags that you can buy at the markets and stuff like that if you don't have your reusables. I've been trying to go in with the reusable. Sometimes I buy a little bit too much, or I just have, like, something really heavy, like, you know, I'll splurge on, like, a bottle of, like, Coke or something, like, not a bottle, but like a 2-liter bottle of Coke. And, you know, I'll need a bag for it. And they don't actually set them by the cash registers anymore. They kind of just hang them up in one little section where everyone has to come by and actually pick them up. But, you know, some people are like, oh, can you get me a bag? And it's like, no, like, go get it yourself. Like, as the customer, like, trust me, don't have them get up, don't have them do any more work than they need to. Like, it's not like they want to be there, they have to be there. Because if they really wanted to, they could just say, you know, fuck this, I saved up enough money, I do not need to come to work for the next, you know, 6 months. But if they're in the same situation as, like, I am, like, I have some money saved up, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm also actively trying to get a job, even though maybe it's possibly not the best time. But at the same time, anyway, that's not the point. The point is that if they had the savings, they would just not work. That's the whole point. But anyway. It has been... Oh wow, it's already been like almost 30 minutes, holy crap. Interesting. Well, I think maybe 30 minutes might be a good sweet spot for the very first solo podcast. And I know... I mean, I've talked to a lot of people. Navi, if you guys all remember Navi was supposed to be my co-host, my co-conspirator. Spirit? No. That doesn't sound right. We were supposed to be like the Batman and Robin of podcasts. And it didn't really... I mean, Navi's busy. Navi's been doing things here and there, so I can understand it. So I'm not gonna try to sit here and sound like I'm shitting on them or anything. Like, I'm not. I just, you know, I just miss people. I miss how things used to be. I miss being able to, you know, on my days off, just walk down the boulevard and go to, like, you know, hit up the nearest pizza shop or the nearest McDonald's and just sit down and have, like, some nuggets and fries or just something. Or, like, you know, go down to the nearest ice cream parlor, ew, ice cream shop, and you know, just grab a scoop of get a scoop of ice creams, get some Ben and Jerry's, get some there's like a Mexican ice cream shop. I don't know if it's Mexican. Let's just say Latin American ice cream shop that's fairly close, and they had like rose petal ice cream, and I was like, you know what? That sounds really good right now. But I wish they were open. I miss driving everywhere. And even when I'm not driving, like, I miss taking the bus without any sort of repercussion or, you know, some odd glances here and there. And now, at least here in California and the location that I'm at, most of the places seem a little bit more dead than usual. I mean, it still seems active, and it's a little odd because, you know, it's just, parks shouldn't really be filled up the way that they have been. Even if they're adhering to the social distancing laws, like, you know, I'm just throwing a number out there. I'm not saying this is the confirmed thing, but it definitely feels like it. You know, like, just because they're social distancing, there's still 1,000 people out in the park. Like, even in San Francisco, it's like, yeah, there's social distancing, but, like, there's 1,000 people out in the park. Like, it still doesn't really make that much sense. And I know people get frustrated and tired, but I don't know. You see that many people at the park, just, you know, the turn and run, just go the next day. I don't see how difficult it can be to just delay a picnic at the park by one day. But I don't know. Some people have very strong opinions on that. And trust me, I do too. There's nothing I would want more than to open the fucking economy right now. Just get back to work. I'd love nothing more than to get back to work, make some good money, and fucking save up for the next shitstorm that's gonna fucking plow through America. You know, get extra supplies. I'm not, like, lacking in anything, but I definitely would like to be more prepared next time around than I was this time. I had a decent stockpile of food before this happened, and I know now exactly what I can buy and should buy for the next time. And there will be a next time. I'm not trying to fearmonger here. This is just... This was nature's way of I guess you could say sneezing on the world. Even though there are definitely a lot of confirmed cases and a lot of deaths. And I don't ever want to undermine those. But I'm just saying that this could have been a lot worse. And obviously it weighs down on my mind because it's scary, but it could have been a lot worse. It's still bad, but I'm glad that our local authorities and governments definitely put in some work and put in some overall advice to the communities on how to basically try and keep us safe. Yeah. You know, I'm really pissed off. And this is one of the reasons why I never scroll through Twitter nowadays. is I see everyone posting all of their fun times on Animal Crossing, and I'm sitting here like a dumbass without a Switch and without Animal Crossing. And I should have done that a lot earlier. Everyone was so hyped for Animal Crossing. I was like, you know what? Like, okay, maybe I'll just like, I'll wait and take a peek and see how this is gonna go down. I want to see like early reviews of the game first, and then you know, possibly pick it up after that. And then, you know, shit hit the storm. Shit hit the fan. And yeah, now I'm without a Switch and without Animal Crossing. Obviously, that's not the worst thing ever, but everyone's posting all of their Animal Crossing fun. And I'm just sitting here like a salty motherfucker, you know, trying to get a Valorant key. Because that's one of the closest things to fun that I could have with my friends. Because they're all playing Animal Crossing. Shout out to Escape from Tarkov, though. They've been keeping me busy. And currently ready for the next server wipe. I'm ready to see what the new update has to bring. I'm hopeful of all of the new changes. I'm not really going to go into it. This is not going to be a Tarkov exclusive podcast. I'll talk about it every now and then because it's currently my my passion, my obsession, call it what you may. But it is my current love life, my current lover, my current electronic PC gamer lover to play Tarkov. Don't at me, don't question me, just accept it. Yeah. I wonder how much... Obviously in our direct lives, everything's gonna change, for better or for worse. But I wonder how much this is affecting the climate. Like with people outside less often, people not driving to work. I know it's been fucking amazing for traffic in places that have like high traffic or like very heavily jammed places. Like it's been a miracle here. There's like little to no traffic. And one of my cousins was saying that when he gets back to work, when everything's, you know, said and done and things start opening up, one thing he's not gonna miss is traffic. He's loved like those 10-20 minute commutes. I haven't been able to experience them, but hey, you know, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. There is a... Oh, god damn it. These Animal Crossing memes. I just want to be a part of the club. Wait for me. Nah, that's fine. I probably won't get it eventually. Because by the time I'm actually going to be able to get it, I'm just not going to get it at that point. I'm going to be so focused on just the money grind at that point. Is Baby Yoda still hot? No, everybody loves Baby Yoda. No matter what. I don't think that's ever gonna fall out of the, what's it called? Out of popularity. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Literally, I kind of bootied up Twitter to see if I could get a couple more talking points here and there, but legitimately, it is only COVID-19 news and Animal Crossing. That is it. That and just random fucking articles here and there that are sponsored that I don't want to read, like best Mother's Day 2020 gifts, techs and gadgets for mom. Like, okay. here's how you can watch whoever the fuck this person's in live stream this weekend. Like, okay, like, I don't give a shit about them. I don't give a shit about all of these sponsored content stuff. But yeah, that's been... That's been the highlight of our week. Wow, I was gonna call it 10 minutes ago. We finessed 10 more minutes of your time. I hope you feel cheated, and I hope you feel lied to, because that is exactly what I was doing. I was only finessing you guys for more watch time and more screen time, I guess. That's not true, I'm just kidding, by the way. But, yeah. Unless I can think of a different story. No, not really. There's a couple things said here and there at Leshy's stream, but it wasn't anything of importance. Well, I think at this point I'd like to welcome you and... Well, okay, let me just throw this out there first. This is going to be maybe possibly a weekly kind of podcast thing. Maybe a bi-weekly thing. We all love buys. Actually, no. Maybe I should do like a bi-weekly kind of update podcast here and there. Obviously, it's just me for now. Is this podcast gonna be informative? I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll see exactly where my loyalties lie and what I actually want to talk about mostly on this. It might just be gaming news at this point. Even though half of it was fucking Corona and me bitching about Animal Crossing. But, I don't know. In Before Tarkov podcast stream only. Or podcast, wait, what? In Before Tarkov podcast only. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. But I'll work on it. Obviously, I have some vision for it. I just wanted to get it started. Up and running, edit some, some memes in here and there. Get some good low-key music in the background. And besides that, I'll probably be looking for not permanent co-hosts, but definitely guests that can come on and, add a little finesse and little class to this little quaint podcast that we have here. But yeah, that's mostly where we're at. I think it's about that time to possibly say goodbye. I don't know if this is going to be the official ending for the podcast. It might be, I'm not sure. I'll probably throw in a little, like to subscribe. Fucking smash that like button, smash that follow button. Well, you don't have to do any of that. Just tune in if you want to. I don't really care. If you like the entertainment, feel free. But, as always, just try to be the very best version of yourself every single day. I may have to change that line. It has come to my attention recently that a lot of influencers that are just terrible fucking people like to use the line that they're being the best version of themselves. And a lot of couples that are, weirdly enough, a lot of couples on Facebook that I've been seeing that are just fucking terrible for each other and they're way too toxic, have been using the very best version of themselves as well, and it just kind of puts me off. It leaves a little weird taste in my mouth. So I may have to change that little outro thing for stream and maybe for the podcast. But we'll see. But at least for now, at least you guys know that I've been dedicated to this saying. Be the very best version of yourself every single day, even when it feels like it is the most impossible thing to do. Because you need a little love. A little love. You can hate. You can sit there and dislike things. That's fine. You know, I'm not sitting here trying to be the master of puppets and like trying to get everyone to be like all the nice police here and there. Like, no, that's all I'm saying. All it really is just a reminder to not be a dickhead sometimes. And trust me, I can be a dickhead. I've seen other people be dickheads too. But, you know, just think about things here and there. But yeah, have a good day, have a good night, sweet dreams, and take care. Oh, also, real quick, feedback. If you guys like this, consider giving it a like. If you guys like what I'm doing, just, you know, more than anything, just comment down below what you guys think I should talk about, what you guys want me to sit there and review. Doesn't have to be a game, doesn't have to be a movie. When did this become a movie podcast? Who fucking knows? Maybe we'll make it a movie podcast. It'll be xNekroses' interpretation of movies using game references, but only on the political scale podcast. That sounds fucking stupid. That sounds really fucking stupid and complicated, but hey, who knows? Maybe that's our niche. Our niche. Don't say niche, kids. Say niche, because it's niche, not niche. But yeah. No, but seriously, comment down below if you guys have any sort of recommendations as to who I should rope into joining me on this nightmare-fueled adventure. Or if you guys have any topics. That's mostly it. You guys don't have to subscribe to the channel. I don't care. If you guys want to, go ahead. If you want to, then obviously you're going to. But if you don't, then I don't fucking care. I don't care that much. Do what you want. Live your life. Really love your life as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. Do whatever the fuck you want. This is the part of the podcast that is 100% 18 plus. So have a good day, have a good night, sweet dreams, and take care. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Actually, I might catch you guys. You know what? No, I'll catch you guys next time. I'll do an intro or outro, a proper one later. Fuck that. Anyway, bye guys. Thank you so much for joining us in this new podcast. I know there's a lot going on, but I'd like to give a quick shout out to BetterHelp.com. I know these times are hard. If you need someone to reach out to, but have no one in the direct vicinity, please consider this site as a possibility. Check out the site, see if this can work for you. And to those that may not need this service, consider saving this link and sharing it with others. We aren't sponsored by any of these people. Just a heads up, I want to give everyone, you know, some good, useful information. You never know when this can help in anyone's mental stability or even possibly even save their life. So just keep it, you know, keep it in your back pocket where the butt cheeks are.